Satsang. To be with the truth. It all depends on the way you look at the creation. We all are continuously in the journey of the truth. Namaste to you all. I welcome you for today's satsang. Satsang, it also has a beautiful dimension of understanding. Today we will understand the relationship between satsang and Vairagya. Vairagya means, in English they translate it as non-attachment. So without getting limited to the meaning what your mind conveys when you hear the word non-attachment, you should extend. So the indication of the meaning what speaks in your mind about non-attachment is just a direction towards understanding the true meaning of Vairagya. Vairagya and Satsang. What is Satsang and what is Vairagya? In the end, they both mean the same. Satsang means to align properly with the truth. Sat means truth, Sang means association. So the right association with the truth is Satsang. The right association of life with the existence is Vairagya. Both are same and different also. So meaningfully, to understand the same truth, two words are used, Vairagya and Satsang. When we look at from the periphery or from the direction of words, they seem to convey entirely different facts. Vairagya appears so different, or non-attachment appears so different than Satsang. They both speak the same truth. What is Vairagya? Vairagya means it's not only non-attachment, it is to associate properly with what is. To associate properly with what is means what? Even if you consider this creation, whatever may be happening in your life, whatever may be, how intense it may seem to happen, all the things happens outside. The beauty of this creation is that everything is made to happen outside. When everything is happening outside, why you get affected inside? The process which makes you not to get affected inside is Vairagya. Nothing should affect you. At the same time, whether you call it as non-attachment or satsang or Vidya. Vidya means removal of ignorance. They all convey the same truth. That is why they are all same. But speaking about the truth from different angles. Not having an ignorance also leads to automatically to the state of non-attachment. If you are ignorant, you get attached. If you are ignorant, you get affected by outside things happening. If you are wise enough, outside is outside, inside is inside. Life is life, situation is situation. I am living life in between the situations. So situations, why it should affect your life? Situations, just it has to be dealt. Situations has to be faced, or your life is going through the situation. The whole planet has, the people who are living in this whole planet, they have made a reverse journey. Instead of going through the situations, situations are going through them. See the depth of ignorance. Life has to go through the situation. Life need to be strong. Life need to be complete. Life need to be easy. Life need to be struggleless. Life need to be strengthful. The life need to go through the situations. Instead of it, the moment situations begins to go through life, you get hurted, you get defeated, you get pain, you get suffering. So like this, your own ignorance makes you suffer. When life goes through the situations, the experience caused by such a go through the situations enriches you. I repeat, when life goes through the situations, the experience caused by such going through of life in the situations enriches your life. If the case gets reversed, if situations goes through your life, it makes you poor. Instead of enriching, it destructs you. Instead of keeping you healthy, it causes illness. If life can be understood in a proper way, if life is allowed to flow through the situations easily, that makes your life to bloom. Every experience adds for the enrichment of your life. So that makes you more healthy, more happy, more easy. That is why how you going to align in life. You so align, you are not attached for what need not be attached. You align to what need to be attached, for that you get attached. Meaning, Vairagya means it's not only non-attachment. it is a very poor translation because there is no equal word for that Sanskrit. Vairagya means you will get attached for what need to be attached. You will get non-attached for what need not be attached. It's completeness. For certain things, you need to be attached. For example, for very natural things which comes with you to this creation, even you cannot tell, you have to attach to it. It's already attached to you, meaning it's you. What is already attached to you, it is you. Even for example, whether you wish or not, constantly you are with your body. You carry your body wherever you go. So body is in a way attached. You cannot tell, oh, I will not attach to my body. Meaning you cannot discard your body. In the same way, you cannot discard your bliss. You cannot discard your love, feeling. In the same way, you cannot discard your mind, your soul. You are that. So with that, you have to stay. By staying that, you will begin to understand, oh, I am constantly attached to my body as long as I carry my life on this planet, but at the same time, if I am getting attached to my body, who am I? Who is that getting attached? That itself gives a clear-cut idea, I am not only the body. I am something else. The attachment itself brings non-attachment. The non-attachment brings attachment. The moment you tell, oh, I am not the body, yes, it's true. But at the same time, if something happens to your body, naturally your life gets affected. If you have back pain, you can't run, you can't lift weight. So this Vairagya means the proper alignment for what need to be attached, for what you need not be attached, and for what you need to attach, need not attach, need not attach, need to attach. Like in all dimensions, the combination of attachment and detachment, or pure detachment, or pure attachment, or pure being, that in such a vast meaning, you have to study Vairagya. That is why in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, he brings the concept of Abhyasa and Vairagya. Then only you will understand the science of practice of postures. The Patanjali who brings the concept of Vairagya or non-attachment, why he is telling you to practice the postures? If you are non-attached, you are not attached to the body also. If you are not attached to the body, why you have to practice posture? Here, non-attachment is not only a theory. Non-attachment is not only a mind-created concept. As you go on practicing the posture, there you begin to express your body so that it leads to the state of Ananta Samapatti-bhyam, meaning the body becomes so light, so balanced, so effortless, it takes the infinite dimension of expression. So whatever infinite, that completes the process of attachment and non-attachment, because for an infinite thing, you cannot define whether you can be attached or non-attached. This is a very interesting concept you have to understand. Take any infinite thing, try to attach for it. It's impossible. Try to detach from it. It is impossible. It's there and you are that. What you are that, for that there is no question of attachment or detachment. Let's say here there is a mobile. Imagine a situation, always I carry this mobile with me. Always. So then people will begin to speak, oh, what happened to Vijay? 24 hours he carries the mobile. He is attached to mobile. But this mobile is so small. If I consider my hand, it's quite bigger than mobile. So I carry this from my birth till death all the time with me. But nobody tells, oh, Vijay is attached to his hand. Anybody tells? If I carry this mobile, people will tell I am attached to this mobile. If I carry this hand which is quite bigger than mobile, people will not tell that I am attached to this hand. Why? Because we all have considered it's me. Whatever it is you, it is infinite. Whatever infinite, it has both the possibility in it and it crosses that possibility like you can be attached or you can be detached. When both the possibilities are there, then it extends beyond one possibility, that is life, that is success. Here the possibility of getting attachment is also there. I can paint my body, or even some people decorate with what you call tattoos. No, you can do anything to your body. You get attached. At the same time, you can explore through the practice of positioning of the body, which we call it as postures, the art of getting detached. The art of attachment and detachment, when both works in one thing, that is Vairagya. That gives an extension beyond a concept. Or else, always you brand a thing as either this or that. Either I can attach or I can detach. Especially when the mind is unidirectional or concept based or condition based or a process which is learnt. On that base, if you are looking at a situations, then naturally, even for any expression, you try to develop a definition. But Vairagya is a totally different thing which has every possibility in it. You are not attached means you are ready to attach. Let's say, for example, imagine, take a hypothetical situation. You are not at all attached to any relationship. For example, you don't consider any relationship, you are totally non-attached. You are walking on the street. Suddenly you meet your brother or sister or your friend who is very close to you. So then, how you will be, no, I am not attached. You turn your face and you go. Then you are attached to non-attachment feeling. Are you understanding? You are attached to non-attachment feeling. Suppose, if you meet a friend or a relative, a brother or sister, you talk with love, affection, you express who you are. So then, see, that indicates the purity of your life. That indicates you are not rejecting anything, you are not accepting anything. Even non-attachment should not have a thing within it where you are accepting it or you are rejecting something in it. Under such mind construction, you should not construct anything in life. If you wish to be free, if you wish to be expressive, if you wish to be in association of the truth, what we call as satsang, you should not be condensed to a one defined thing or definition constructed in the mind. You should not get oriented towards that. Actually, non-attachment means not to get attached to any kind of definition what you create. That is why infinite dimension of life. So such a vastness, once you are able to understand, that is the proper Vairagya. Vairagya, I am not attached means it's not like I don't wear cloth, I leave my home, I leave my relatives. Many, especially in India, they do. They call themselves as Vairagi. Who is practicing Vairagya, they are called as Vairagi. Vairagi means I have to leave home, leave relatives, I have to walk in the streets, I don't care about that, I don't care about future. It is not like that. Vairagya means with everything in that. When you look at the broader sense of the meaning of Vairagya, you are attached to everything, at the same time you are not attached to anything. You are the Shunya, nothing, and you are the Purna, everything. You are nothing and everything. You are ready to be nothing and you are ready to be everything. And you are nothing and you are everything. That indescribable state is Vairagya. Expression of this quality is Vairagya, and with associating with what you are expressing this quality, that is Satsang. So Satsang means whichever leads you to this dimension of right alignment in life. That is Satsang, right alignment. So the right alignment is what? The right alignment is to align to what is. Right alignment can never be a constructed mind thing. Oh, I align to this, I don't align to that, I like this, I don't like this. Oh, Vairagya means this, Satsang means this. No. The right alignment means align to what is. Align to what is means what? Anything can be there. What will be there tomorrow? What will be there after 1000 years? Who knows? What is there? That is you. You being separate than what is, that is not Vairagya. Here, you being what is Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. See, then Aham Brahmasmi, Vairagya, Satsang, all convey the same meaning. Just told in different sense and different, to convey that same truth in different angle. What is Aham Brahmasmi? I am that. I am that. Meaning, that can be anything. I am that. See, if in home, if I am a mother, I am mother. In workplace, if I am an employee, I am an employee. If I am a painter, I am a painter. If I am a brother, I am a brother. If I am a sister, I am a sister. If I am wife or husband, like that. Whatever that is there as life, you are that. There is no gap between you and life. That is Aham Brahmasmi. Aham means the ego, the I. Brahmasmi means, Brahma means the whole creation. I can be that. My capacity is, I can be anything in the creation. If you can be anything in the creation, then it means the truth is blossoming in you. What is truth? Truth is life. What is truth? Truth is what is as a fact. It's not a constructed fact in the mind. What exists is what is. What exists as what is truth. What exists as what is as truth is me. Then I am truth. No? Are you understanding? So this way of merging life into reality is yoga. Yoga means union. Union. Yoga actually in ancient texts of Sanskrit, if you read, they spell it as use. Gradually it become yoga. But in Sanskrit the word used is use. So when the union, the merging is yoga, to what you have to merge? To what you have to establish as one? What is with that? What is that what is? It can be anything. It can be anything means what? It can be nothing and it can be everything. It can be part, it can be full. It can be 1%, it can be 90%. It can be angry, it can be ugly, it can be beauty, it can be love, it can be affectionate, it can be enmity, anything. I am so wide and vast. What is, it's okay. What is, it's life. I am not separate than life. That is Vairagya. That is Aham Brahmasmi. That union is yoga. That is Satsang. See, yoga, Satsang, Aham Brahmasmi, Vairagya. Explicitly when you look at them, they convey the same truth in totally different directions. It's like explaining an elephant. If you are explaining an elephant, from what direction you look, that counts. If you look from the front, elephant's trunk will appear. If you go behind, you get the tail. Like that, from what direction you look at this creation, that reveals its truth. That understanding of that, oh, I look from this angle, that is why it appears like this. Another view is there, another angle is there, another possibility is there. Life is millions of possibilities and any possibility can occur at any time. It's perfectly fine. That is sthiti pragnatva, equanimity of the mind. What is equanimity of the mind? The mind which has a space for what is. See, here there is a container. If you open this, if I pour, let's say there is water, I pour water. No? It accepts water. If I pour chai, it accepts chai. If I pour juice, it accepts juice. If I pour wine, it accepts wine. If I pour beer, it accepts beer. It will never complain, no, I will not accept this liquid. No. It accepts everything. Everything is fine. In the same way, the container, what you have, can it accept everything? See, if this container rejects something, it appears absurd. Then it's your own imagination. If I tell, oh, this container accepts only water, it will not accept chai. If I tell like that, you all will laugh at it. Because you know definitely it can accept everything into it. Whether you pour sugarcane juice or a bitter gourd juice, anything you pour, it accepts. In the same way, as life, we all have the capacity to accept anything and everything. In the end, you may be having this practical example also. People survived through all the situations possible in this creation. Now I and you are talking. In the same time, there are many millions of people in the jail all over the world, in the prison. They are also living life. Millions of people are in a different kind of prison, like they may be working in the factories or industries, morning till evening, in between smoke and all. They are also carrying their life. So many people worked so hard in their life for so many years for every way of living. An acceptable quality is there. See, life means there is no choice, like whether I accept it or not. There is no choice. For this container, there is no choice. It cannot tell, I accept this, I don't accept this. No. In the same way, I and you have no choice. That's what Krishnamurti tells as choiceless life. Life is factually choiceless. Due to our ignorance, we try to make choices, we try to create, because it's all mind game. You begin to develop, I like this, I don't like this, I want this, I don't want this. If I don't get this, oh, there is no life in me, or there is no meaning for my life. I have to achieve this, then only life is successful. So you develop your own hundreds of definitions. These definitions, what happens? They develop a covering upon the container. When the covering happens, it will not accept anything. It will not accept water, it will not accept chai, it will not accept juice. Nothing is accepted because it is blocked. In the same way, you can look at the people who can't love, who can't express their love and affection. They can't express to anybody. Whether their partner, friends, or anyone, they can't express. Why? Because they are closed. You cannot be close to only one thing. Closing to one thing is a consequence of closing to everything. Is the quality you are expressing as I can close. I am a closed person. So the container which is closed, it's closed for everything. The container which is open, it's open for everything. In the same way, whether you are close to life or you are open to life. If you are open to life, you are open to every happening. You are open to the core of this creation. Once you are open to anything and everything, out of understanding of this, this container, what it is there, it's just a container. It has a kind of not having its own choice whether to accept it or not. Whatever comes, that's life, that's it. That is Ishvara Pranidhana. Ishvara Pranidhana means what? That divinity, that possibility of a place for every happening. Such a vastness should be there in you. You should have that capacity to develop a strength of a place for every possibility. Then you are a container which can contain the truth. A container which can contain the truth. That is beautiful. A container which can contain the truth, only that dimension can express love. Because you are love. You are that. You are love, you are life. For what you are, automatically you will not get attached. For what you are not, for that you get attached. You understand this principle in life. For what you are not getting attached. For what you are not, meaning what you are, that you will not even think of losing it. What you are, there is no question of losing it, because you are that itself. If you are not something, then there will be a fear of losing it. There is a fear of a chance of losing it. See, since I am not this mobile, I may get attached to this. I may have a fear of losing of this mobile. At the same time, even I sleep in the bus stand or train station or platforms, on a hill, on a mountain or the floor, I don't have fear of losing this hand. That's why I don't get attached to my hand. Because I know it very clearly, I am that. In the same way, what you are, you don't get attached. That is why when you are open to be anything in life, you will not get attached to anything. When you don't get attached to anything, everything is already attached to you. See, you are not getting attached and everything is there for you. That attachment and non-attachment, nothingness and completeness, zero and everything, it's an opening of every possibility. Life is indeed such a big, vast possibility. Human consciousness, it's very, very lucky. Whether you will value it or not in this life journey, but take this seed within you. This life is fantastic. This life is very rare, and the most beautiful thing has happened to you, that is life. It is not at all an ordinary life, it's in fact an extraordinary life to be human. You have a witnessing capacity. What we call as Sakshi Bhav in Sanskrit. You have the capacity of knowing the self. You have the capacity of understanding all this, what potentiality it has, to where you can grow, to where you can evolve. Such a magnificent, infinite possibility is there. Even if you read Indian scriptures, where many examples of Vedas, Upanishad, especially in Puranas, they quote that human life is very, very precious. Why? Because human life has the possibility of this knowing all, being all, Aham, Brahmasmi, understanding the concept of Vairagya, Ishvara, Pranidhana. It's a springboard. Human life is a springboard where you can jump to any level you wish. Like an infinite dimension possibility is there to open. Such a possibility opens through practice of yoga, opens through whatever the path you choose to know thyself. That's why even if you read the Greek philosophy, know thyself plays a very, very major and important role. So knowing the self is very important in life. Don't waste your life just for mind game and trying to waste your lives for some petty things, for struggles, for worries, for thoughts, for imaginations. Uh, it's not like you are doing something wrong. No, nothing is wrong in the end in this life. I am not here to judge something right or wrong. No, and even you should not judge something right or wrong. I am just showing the possibility of the journey. So, if this journey possibility opens, the human life, it brings tears in your life. Tears means the blissful tears. What possibility the creation has given. So, to reach the state of humanity, like 8400 thousands of life you have to pass. So such a long journey we all have made. Even if you consider the evolutionary process, even from the angle of science, if you look from bacteria, even from amoeba, which is less evolved than bacteria, from there to evolve as humans, what a millions years of journey, and we are being at the pinnacle. Pinnacle means being at the top of this journey. In what direction we have to look in life to adopt to this life, to do the practice of yoga, to understand these possibilities in life and how to utilize time for it. See, time management is very crucial. You may spend time by nidra, meaning sleeping more. You may spend time by eating more, which consequently leads to nidra and eventually which leads to a kind of suffering or disease. See, while eating a lot of food, it appears nice because you will be quenching your hungry and food is delicious. To be frank with you, I tell to my students like half belly is good, half belly is good. I rarely see anybody eating half belly because it tempts them because of they feel good by eating, but they miss a beautiful journey of something which is marvelous is there if I can keep my eyes open, if I can keep my practice flowing, if I can keep my alignment with the truth on everyday basis, if I can keep the space in life for self-reflection. Or else, if you constantly engaging in life, if you are constantly engaging in your actions where there is no space for self-reflection, mainly what happens when you see the metropolitan cities are, it's an example, just a metropolitan city or else any life which is busy, what we can tell. What is busy? Busy means constantly you are engaged in something, having no space for your own self-reflection or your practice of meditation or knowing who you are or having an interest in life after death. Actions are not so important. What action you do, who cares? See, what action I did yesterday, who bothers? None of you have nothing to do with it. In the same way, whoever might have done any action, every action fades away. Actions are for the purpose of creating right experiences. If an action is creating right experiences, it creates right alignment. Right alignment leads to self-reflection. Without self-reflection, there is no self-improvement. You forget, highly impossible to evolve without having self-reflection. If you want to evolve only through the outside situations, You suffer and evolve, suffer and evolve. You will be having life after life, like thousands of suffering lives. Then you evolve eventually, very gradually. Then you will come to a point of self-reflection. Why to have such a bothered way of living life? Instead of that, every day keep some space for self-reflection. Don't always be engaged. See, be engaged means I'm not telling that you are wrong in engaging in actions, meaning you are working somewhere in some industry or factory or some firm and not to work. It's not like that. It doesn't mean, like, for example, if somebody is not working, they are not engaged. It doesn't mean like that. So even many students live here in our center. Some live even for many years. And they have a lot of space every day for themselves. But you cannot tell them they are not engaged. They are engaged in their thoughts. They are engaged, they search, they seek for some company. They engage with the company. Or they engage with their fears. They engage with the future. Or something like that. They constantly engage. So here, whether you engage with the outside action or you engage with the inside conditioning, both occupies the space of the self-expression. So in life, that is why it is very, very important to create a space for self-expression. Wherever you are traveling in train, be in presence. Don't try to engage. People always get engaged through what they see, what they hear, what I get tomorrow, yesterday, this, that. See, always it's a mess. In life, getting engaged has become an identity of living. The most astonishing thing is, if people are not engaged, they feel a big void or an emptiness in them that creates fear for them. They cannot stand with themselves. That's why they engage with the thought, or else they engage with the music, they engage with a movie, they engage in a relationship, they engage with a person, they engage with some action. So like that, or else they engage with their sleep. No? Sleep is also an engagement. Like this, constantly keep on engaging. And another astonishing thing is, if nothing is available, people begin to engage with their memories. Oh, on that day I had this pain. And I see many students, they are now 30, 35, 40. They tell, oh, you don't know, Vijay, my life, when I was a kid, 8 or 9 years or 5 years, my parents didn't treated me well. So they now also they want to engage with what happened in their childhood. Why? Because they can't stay away from being not engaged. See, if you can stay away from being not engaged with anything, that is the best curing process. And when people come for one-on-one session or counseling session with me, they want me to tell something, oh, that happened in my childhood, how I can get rid of. See here, how you can get rid of? Whatever might have happened. Get rid of means, get rid of. Don't engage with it. No, it's not easy. They tell, why it is not easy? Is it to jump from a cliff? Why can't you get rid of? Because the vacuum that creates, that space that creates after getting rid of that emptiness, what comes? You don't have anything to embrace it. you are empty actually. You are not rich, you are poor. That is why life means to be life. It's not anything else. See, if this is a mobile, it is mobile. It cannot be anything else. If I pour water and instead of this container, if I want to drink water from this mobile, it's very absurd. I will spoil this mobile. In the same way, life means life. That's it. It cannot be anything else. This awareness you need to carry with you. Life means life. What is life then? Life is every possibility, every happening. That's it. It's so simple. So instead of that, you want something else as life. Then it's very natural thing to suffer or worry. People like to suffer, that's why they suffer. Huh? There is no suffering. People like to suffer, people like to worry, people like to think, people like to be conditioned, people like to torture themselves. That's why. Or else, past is past. Whatever past, leave it, drop it. It doesn't exist. Life, what's happening to you, be with it, be in a totally open dimension. Then all the scriptures, all the meaning, whatever, whoever quotes, everything matches to life. See, many times what happens, when I go to many seminars where people who have studied, like they are scholars throughout life, they have studied thousands of ancient Sanskrit books and all, they come for discussion to like ask the questions when you present your explanation. They all appear so dry because they have studied life. That's it. They are not living life. See, if you study life, it's like studying a map. So here, if I show you only the map, what is the use of just showing that map? No. Practically, we should live life. In the same way, just studying something will not help. So always studying just speaks the words. Understanding of life, only one thing is there to be understood: life. That's why Vairagya, Satsang, Aham Brahmasmi, Ishvara Pranidhana, all these things speaks about only one thing, because only one thing is there in life. That is life. So life is one thing, life itself. So you go on living life. Whatever the thoughts, whatever the mind you have, that is also part of life. You have to understand, it's not to reject you. So life means it's a very thin balance of walk. It's not like I should condemn, oh, I am overthinking person, or I am very imaginative person, or I am a person who is worrying. I am not telling all these words to create some self-criticism within you. No, that will also not lead to anything. I am telling you to know life which has a role for everything. Of course, you need to worry in life. How long you need to worry? Maybe, let's say in 1 month you can worry for 10 minutes. Huh? Don't repeat the worry. Okay, in a day, how many thoughts you can have? Okay, for functioning you may need about 100 or 200 thoughts, or you enjoy 500 thoughts. It's not like people have 30,000 thoughts, 40,000 thoughts. Crazy, huh? Like that. have place for everything. See, then thought is a tool, worrying is a tool, ego is a tool, future is a tool, past is a tool. So that's what I meant by telling the meaning of satsang and meaning of Vairagya. See, when you are non-attached, things attaches by itself. Exactly where they need to attach, how they need to attach, meaning right formation of life happens. Formation is different, attachment is different. Life, when begins to form, you become the form itself, you become the life itself. You don't carry something else as attached. When in that form of life, there is a place for thinking, there is a place for worrying, there is a place for planning, there is a place for visualizing, there is a place for imagination. For everything there is a place. They are rightly aligned and they make a right form. And this becomes a life, a completeness. So I carry this completeness with me. When I carry this completeness with me, when I am doing any actions, what actions need to be done, that I will do. I carry this hand completely. If I want to write, I write. If I want to lift a stone, I lift. Now, suppose if I tell, okay, only I use these 3 fingers, I write. Okay. So then a stone appeared which I had to lift. With these 3 fingers, I lift a stone which is big now. Impossible. Because there is no complete form. That's why don't accept anything, don't reject anything. Just be with life and try to be with life in its totality, in its completeness, in being one with life. That is the union. That's what Patanjali tells us, tadha drastuhu swarupe vastanam. See, that also carries the same meaning of satsang or Vairagya or Ishvara Pranidhana. Tada drastuhu swarupe avasthanam means then the real form of the self comes out. Swa means the self. Rupa, the real form of the self, comes into being. So this is a beautiful journey possible in all our life. So I wish you all for such a beautiful possibility of life, and keep your regular practices, and also with Yoga Gita. So now the preparation is going on where regularly books will be published, and you will be getting at least 2 books in a year where the guidance for all these will be explained in details. Like that, apart from this, you can also study Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, like that scriptures which speaks about life without creating any faith, beliefs or rituals. So creating that space of your self-expression. So from that angle, please go through the life. So as a part of this understanding, knowing of life, Yoga Gita is continuously conducting many programs. We'll be bringing a very unique cleansing process which has a combination of Ayurveda, naturopathy and yoga. So that is also a very unique program is worked out. So where is kind of a people who are spiritual, who wants to know their life, they can clean all the 5 layers from any toxins what they carry. What Patanjali brings as Ashuddhi Kshaye, the whole process from these angles will be established. So I look forward with you all for this unique way of knowing life and expressing life. So I wish you all the best and happy time. Let's be in this journey. Thank you all the best, happy life.